The Lord of the Rings, The Last Stand. Previously on Lord of the Rings. As the ring fell into Mount Doom's lava, Sauron's tower fell, and the ground beneath the orcs fell. Everyone thought they were dead, but when everyone walked away, a green hand was hanging on the ledge. Chapter 1: Sauron's Rise. As the orc climbed, he saw a tiny spark on the ground. As he picked it up, it started to transform. It first looked like a human, but the orc started to realize it was Sauron. "My lord," said the orc.
"I have risen,"
said Sauron. As soon as he knew he had his power back, he started to create more orcs. All of the orcs took over Gondor and Rohan. Chapter 2: Frodo's Dreadful Day. Frodo was on his boat with Gandalf when he heard something underwater. Then Gandalf said, "Frodo, get down!" Then a tentacle came out of the water. It grabbed Gandalf's leg. Frodo screamed, "No!" as it pulled Gandalf under the water. Chapter 3: Gandalf's Final Transfiguration. As soon as he was underwater, he grabbed his sword and fought the beast. Then Gandalf shouted, "The power of lightning!" Then lightning shot down from the sky and dissolved into his sword. Then he stuck it into the beast's chest. When Gandalf hit the bottom of the lake, bright lights circled him and shot into him. He screamed in pain, "Aha!" as his hair turned jet black. Chapter 4: Hobbits Become Warriors. Frodo came running back to the Shire, yelling, "Gandalf is dead!" And right after he said that, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli came running into the Shire gates. Aragorn shouted, "The orcs have taken over Gondor and Rohan!" Then Legolas said, "Will you team up with the elves to win Gondor and Rohan back?" Then Frodo nodded his head and said, "Yes." Chapter 5: Hobbits March to War. As Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin stepped up to the front of the line, Sam whispered to Frodo, "Well, I guess this is it." Then Aragorn shouted, "Fire!" Then Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin threw their knives, and they killed a lot of orcs. Then Frodo picked up a rock and threw it at a loose brick, and all of the tower came crashing down. Everyone screamed, "Yay!" as they won the war. Chapter 6: Frodo Meets Sauron. It was the last war, and everyone was nervous because they knew Sauron was in the battle. Then when the battle began, the good was undefeatable, but then Sauron started to kill everyone. Then he saw Frodo. Frodo screamed in pain, "Ah!" as Sauron plunged his sword into his heart. But just before he died, a big boulder crushed Sauron, and when he looked up, Gandalf the Black was riding an enormous eagle. Frodo muttered, "Gandalf." Then he gently closed his eyes and died. Chapter 7: A Happy Ending. Sam, Merry, and Pippin cried so hard at his funeral, but 4 months later, they were happier than ever. Sam had a wonderful time with his new wife. Merry was very popular. Pippin, well, let's just say girls fainted over every word he said. Yes, everyone was truly happy. Even Frodo was very happy from where he was. So that truly is a Lord of the Rings. Written and illustrated by Ty Christian Burns. He wrote it for Kevin Roderick Burns. Music by Todd Christopher Burns.